Yo, what's up, tech heads? Welcome back to Qualcomm Pulse, where we break down the biggest stories hitting the innovation scene, fast. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown that'll blow your minds. First up, Intel is dropping serious roadmap bombs with their Arrow Lake refresh and Nova Lake plans. Intel confirmed at a recent Goldman Sachs technology conference that they plan to launch a refresh of their Arrow Lake processors next year, with their true next-generation Nova Lake designs to follow before the end of 2026, as per a transcript of the presentation. Intel maintains that they're confident in the roadmap as it stands. Then, we're diving deep into a massive Intel leadership shakeup. Intel Corp announced a slate of senior leadership appointments as part of its strategy to strengthen core products, expand its foundry business, and tighten engineering execution. Kevork Kechikian joined Intel as Executive Vice President and General Manager of the Data Center Group. Jim Johnson was appointed Senior Vice President and General Manager of the Client Computing Group. And Srinivasan, Srini, Iyengar will lead the new Central Engineering Group. After that, get ready for a jaw-dropping deal on a powerhouse HP laptop with a killer Intel i7 chip. Amazon is offering a huge $2,600 off this HP business laptop featuring an Intel 13th Gen i7 1355U processor, 64GB DDR4 RAM, and a 2TB SSD, all while boasting perfect 5-star reviews. It's now available for $1,099, down from $3,699. And finally, we've got the inside scoop on a massive price slash that's making waves. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. Intel's desktop future, Arrow Lake refresh and Nova Lake on the horizon, /N Intel just dropped some major hints about its upcoming desktop processor roadmap, confirming a refresh for Arrow Lake and a full next-generation launch for Nova Lake. Corporate Vice President John Pitzer revealed at a Goldman Sachs conference that the Arrow Lake refresh is slated for next year, aiming to address perceived holes to fill on the desktop front. Following this, the true next-generation Nova Lake processors are expected to launch by the end of 2026, potentially extending into 2027. This strategy, while intended to bolster Intel's competitive stance, means AMD's Ryzen 9000 series might continue to hold the gaming performance crown for a while longer. The company insists it's confident in the roadmap, despite the staggered rollout. Rumors suggest the Arrow Lake refresh could bring improved clock speeds and binning, but the inclusion of a new NPU for AI workloads seems unlikely according to recent reports. Core counts are expected to remain the same, with potential increases in power limits for some models. However, a 2026 launch for the refresh puts these processors almost 2 years behind their initial release, potentially facing off against AMD's Zen 6 CPUs, which are rumored to arrive around the same time for desktops. This tight timeline and the expected new socket for Nova Lake raise questions about the long-term value for early adopters of the refresh. /N don't go anywhere, because the shakeup in Intel's leadership is about to get a whole lot more interesting. /N coming up next, we're talking about the new faces steering Intel's crucial data center and client computing groups. Intel's executive overhaul, new leaders for data center and client computing. /N Intel is making significant strategic moves by appointing new senior leaders to vital business units, aiming to strengthen its core products and expand its foundry services. The company announced Kevork Kechikian, a seasoned executive with over 3 decades of semiconductor experience from ARM, NXP Semiconductors, and Qualcomm, as the new Executive Vice President and General Manager of the Data Center Group. Kechikian's mandate includes overseeing Intel's data center portfolio, notably the Xeon processor line, signaling a strong push to innovate in this critical market. Jim Johnson, a 40-year Intel veteran, steps into the role of Senior Vice President and General Manager of the Client Computing Group, having previously served on an interim basis. Furthermore, Intel has established a central engineering group led by Srini Iyengar, who joins from Cadence Design Systems to oversee horizontal engineering functions and develop a custom silicon business for external clients. Naga Chandrasekaran, EVP and CTO/COO of Intel Foundry, will expand his responsibilities to encompass foundry services, consolidating technology development, manufacturing, and go-to-market functions. These appointments, including the departure of Michelle Johnston Holthouse, mark a clear effort by CEO Lip-Bu Tan to refocus Intel on innovation, execution, and customer centricity in a highly competitive landscape. \N/N/N, but wait, there's more. The impact of these leadership changes on Intel's most critical division might be even bigger than you think. \N, get ready for our deep dive into how these new leaders are set to transform Intel's data center strategy next. Intel's data center pivot. New leadership signals a significant strategic shift. \N Intel's silicon giant is undergoing a major reset, particularly within its struggling data center division, with key leadership appointments signaling a significant strategic shift. CEO Lip-Bu Tan has brought in former ARM executive Kevork Kechikian to head the data center group, a move analysts like Ron Westphal of Hyperframe Research are calling the most significant in the recent shuffle. Kechikian's extensive background at ARM, where he spearheaded a transition from IP licensing to full-stack solutions, suggests Intel is aiming for a more comprehensive, solutions-oriented approach to compete fiercely in the data center market. This comes after a period of disappointing financial results and a strategic breakup of the data center and AI group earlier this year. With competitors like AMD chipping away at Intel's CPU market share and NVIDIA dominating the GPU space, this reorganization is crucial. Matt Kimball, an analyst at More Insights and Strategy, speculates that Kechikian's versatility might be key to Intel's vision of customization, akin to ARM's operational model. Alongside Kechikian's appointment, Jim Johnson takes the helm of the Client Computing Group, Srini Iyengar leads the new Central Engineering Group, and Naga Chandrasekaran expands his role in Intel Foundry Services. These changes, coupled with the departure of former interim co-CEO Michelle Johnston Holthouse, underscore Intel's commitment to becoming more nimble and focused on innovation and customer needs. \N now, if you thought Intel's internal moves were big news, wait until you see the kind of deals hitting the market right now. \N get ready for an incredible offer on a high-performance laptop that's practically being given away. Unbelievable HP laptop deal. Intel i7 powerhouse slashed by 2,600. \N looking for a serious productivity machine without breaking the bank. Amazon is currently offering an astonishing $2,600 discount on a top-rated HP business laptop, making it an absolute steal at just $1,099, down from its original $3,699 price tag. This isn't just any laptop. It's a powerhouse configured with the latest Intel 13th Gen i7 1355U processor, boasting up to 5.0 GHz with 10 cores and 12 threads for seamless multitasking. Paired with Intel Iris Xe graphics, it delivers sharp visuals, while a massive 64 GB of DDR4 RAM and a lightning-fast 2 TB SSD ensure you'll never run out of memory or storage space. Weighing in at a mere 3.5 pounds and just 0.73 inches thick, it's incredibly portable. The 15.6-inch Full HD touchscreen offers vibrant clarity, complemented by Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.3 for robust connectivity. Plus, it features an HP TrueVision HD camera with Privacy Guard and an optimized audio system for crystal-clear calls. A standout feature is the dedicated Copilot key, offering instant access to Microsoft's AI assistant for automating tasks and summarizing information, all running on Windows 11 Pro for enhanced security. This deal, available now, is the perfect back-to-school or upgrade opportunity before prices inevitably rise again. \N seriously, that deal is insane. But what if you're looking for the absolute latest in processor tech? \N will break down Intel's future chip plans right after this. And that's a wrap on today's Qualcomm Pulse. We saw Intel confirming its Arrow Lake refresh and Nova Lake roadmap, a massive leadership overhaul with new heads for data center and client computing, an incredible $2,600 discount on a high-spec HP laptop, and a deep dive into Intel's strategic data center pivot. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to Qualcomm Pulse for all your tech news needs, ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload, and let us know in the comments which story blew your mind the most. Follow us on all social platforms for more insights.